Hi everyone, it's me, Rachel. So I am outside in part of my yard, and I just wanted to give you a heads up on what we're doing now. So this is where we put our chickens. So they only have a little bit of area to go outside in. You can see our big rooster right there. That's Tina and Betty. Anyway, they only have a little bit of area right now. And so we got some of this fencing. It's 50 feet. So we're going to extend the chicken coop out here 15 feet. So it would be 4 feet by 15, 15 plus this 5 feet. So a total of 20 feet that they'll be able to run around in. However, we had to clean up a lot of stuff before we can do that. So this whole thing right here was nothing but sticks. Say hi, Charlie.
Hi, everybody. Nothing but logs and leftover burnt trees and all kinds of stuff.
So we have this spot right here, which as you can see, it looks like at some point in time it was a burn spot. And it's got so much junk in it. Glass and tin, aluminum cans, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so we're going to have to go through that and get rid of that. And then we have, he's been getting rid of all this right here. And then I wish I could take you up on the berm, but it's kind of steep for me with my knee being the way it is. And I'd love to show you what it looks like up there. Everything's starting to regrow. Let's see if I can get up here. If I yell, you'll know I fell. Well, that's not even attached to anything. I'm trying. So we, up here on top of the berm, we have a flat area with more of the trees. So we're going to have to clean that out. But on the other side is a road. And if you can see, like, kind of through the trees, there's actually a house there. Because there's houses up here. So this area up here is more of a neighborhood. Whereas our area is more nothingness. So like we have all the way to the road way back over there, and then all this all the way up to there, plus above on the berm. And that's what we paid $23,000 for. And there's the house.
One of them little handheld chainsaws. That would be nice.
What do you want?
A little handheld chainsaw.
Yeah?
That would be perfect for all this.
But then you want to get no muscles.
I don't need any more muscles.
You don't need any muscles?
I'm getting rounded. It's well rounded now.
Charlie thinks he's getting well rounded. It's probably the Twinkies.
Maybe.
Or the Zingers. Which do you think it is? The Twinkies or the Zingers? Maybe. So he is cutting this up right here. And I'm going to put you on pause so I can take you to the next destination. So while I'm out here, I thought I would show you exactly what the chickens have. So we have a Dutch door here going on. And we have a light back here. Light switch is there. If it gets cold, we can turn that on. They have water. They have the nesting boxes back here that they lay the eggs in. Then they have this thing that they sit on. And they have that they sit on at night. They have another stick here. Another one here. Another one here. Charlie put this light in because then he's able to see if there's any eggs, because he needs a lot more light than normal to be able to see. So here's the ladies. Hi girls, what are you doing? What are you doing, girls, huh? Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to show you another thing. Okay, over here you could see our clothesline. So this is what we use to save money. We hang our clothes out to dry, and oh my gosh, they smell so good, especially the blankets. I really like that. Okay, so there was a spot, like I said, our property's full of stuff. So there was a spot and it had all these stones. So we're gonna use them to build something. And I was kind of thinking about a path from the driveway to the she shed. But we haven't quite decided, but we got them moved because they were kind of in the way where we want to put the garden, which is going to be on the other side of this because it gets quite a bit of daylight during all day for the most part. And hold on, be back in a minute. And this is what Charlie's been doing. So in the spring and in the fall where we live, our city will come and pick up anything that is branches, leaves, anything like that. And so he has been going and cutting these down and everything so we can get rid of them, because even getting rid of all these sticks, we'll still have enough sticks for later because of all this stuff that we have to cut down. So yeah, that's what he's been doing. So they'll come out with their backhoe or whatever and they just go and pick it all up and haul it off for free. And soon we are going to be without this monstrosity in the yard, taking up space. So this is full of, let's see, a couch, a hide-a-bed love seat, furniture. Oh, the hide-a-bed love seat, it's lovely. It's like 70s, orange, brown, plaid, real cute. Anyway, these were things that were left in the house when we bought it. So these are all going to the dump, and this Saturday, I believe, the dump is $20 a load. So we're going to get this one gone, and we have one more, and we're hoping that we can get that one emptied and then come back and get this one. And then we'll have majority of the stuff that we want to get rid of gone, except for one more spot. So bear with me. And this is another one of the spots that we have to clean up. And we're hoping that we can use some of the wood for something. I don't know what, maybe not. So anyway, we have this wood right here and the old door that we need to do something with. Kind of cool if you can see the ground right here. There was an 8-foot by 8-foot cement pad here. We don't know why. It was here though. And so when we were in Washington, we bought this big, hold on, I have to make sure I'm not going to fall. We bought this big dog kennel for Tubbs. That way he could be outside with us when we had lots of people over and not get, because he was a puppy and he really used to jump on people then. Not so much anymore now that he's 3. So there was always a concern of him knocking somebody over, especially if like my parents came over for dinner. Anyway, it's really nice though because we are able to go and put in a lot of our outdoor stuff. So we got our rototillers, the big one over there and the baby one, our lawnmower, snow blower. You've seen that thing in action quite a few times. We have a power washer, and yeah, got a few things out here. And if you've been watching, you will know that we are in the process of getting some more baby chicks. So this is where we plan on housing the baby chicks. It is where the other chickens were, but we didn't want to keep them in here over the winter because it would just snow. We'd have to keep a tarp over them. There's not really a place to put a light. And so this is where we are going to put the baby chicks. So they're going to have two areas. They can either be in this house or they can be in that house. And that'll work out great. By the time that they get old enough, we can incorporate them into the other coop. And so we just need to clean it out a little bit. And then back here, we have some raised beds that need to be cleaned out. So it's finally time to get some seeds started. I know it's late, but we live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we just had snow a couple weeks ago. But everything's starting to come back. I think that right here is an elderberry, but I'm not positive. And I think there's some of it right there. And right there. I think there's quite a bit of the elderberry that grows on the property. We made this with some leftover plywood. We have a few of them. And they were like completely full, overstuffed. And there's another one over there. And it's all the stuff's shrinking down in it as it composts. And we have this area right here. And then we are back to the back porch. We have our greenhouse over here. This is where I'm going to put the tomatoes. And let's see, I'll show you one more thing. Okay, I'm back. So this is another part of our property. And this is on the side of our yard. So we have a lot of stuff here to do to get it cleaned up. It is on the outside of our fence. And so I think I can walk up here a little bit, show you. So this area is like the lowest part of the berm. So you can pretty much just get up there. It's a little uphill, but not too bad. Just needs to be cleaned out really thin, really well. Okay, so this is all of our property too. So we have a lot of work to do up here. And so this is all along the west side of our property. As you can see, the sun is setting. So this is the west side of our property right here. And there's the house from this side. And the she shed's way over there. And, hold on. So as you can see, this goes all the way down the west side of the property. And then it turns and it goes down the north side of the property. So it's like 1 story tall. So when the wind blows, we really don't feel it. But hey, who are you? Hey, can you sit? Excuse me. Sit down. What do good dogs do? Tubby, what do good dogs do? What do good dogs do? What do good dogs do? What do they do? Oh, you're right. They lay down. You're such a good dog. We'll have to get you a treat. Okay. So, we are going to be busy this summer. This is our second summer working on this. So, some of it we got done. We got a lot of this cleared off. They had a pile like right in here. That it was another bonfire area kind of thing. Not bonfire, but fire pit. And so there was like batteries and light bulbs and all kinds of junk in the soil. And so we need to get that cleaned up. What I'd really like to do is get this thinned out and then do some terrace gardens. I think that would be fabulous. But we'll see. We'll see. It's all going to take time. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is worth $23,000? It is a lot of work, but we'll get there. And thank you for watching. And if you're still here, leave me a comment. And subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, stay blessed. Bye, everyone.